Myself is Raghavijay of class 10A.
I am KL Mirarvind of class 10A.
I am P. Karthikeyan of class 10A. Today we are going to explain about the working of human digestive system. We take in food because our body needs nutrients. Now let's see how nutrients are taken in and absorbed by our body. The food which is taken for obtaining nutrients is broken down by enzymes. Enzymes break down the complex water insoluble molecules into simpler water soluble molecules which can be absorbed by our body. This process is known as digestion. The human digestive system consists of the alimentary canal and its associated glands. The human alimentary canal, which runs from mouth to anus, is about 9 meters long tube.
I am going to explain about working of mouth and esophagus. The food is taken through the mouth. This process is known as ingestion. The mouth consists of teeth, tongue, and liquid substance called saliva secreted by the salivary glands. The teeth help in physical digestion by breaking food into small pieces. The salivary glands produce saliva. The tongue is a fleshy muscular organ attached at the floor of buccal cavity which helps in mixing saliva with food while chewing, helps to swallow food and also identify the taste of the food. Salivary glands secrete saliva. Saliva is made up of 99% of water and rest consists of proteins, enzymes and mucus. Saliva contains the enzyme salivary amylase which breaks down complex carbohydrates, polysaccharides to simpler carbohydrates, disaccharides. Saliva also helps to maintain the pH balance in the mouth. Saliva moistens the food which makes the partially digested food to move smoothly into the esophagus. The esophagus carries food to the stomach. The food is pushed to the stomach by the contraction and relaxation movement of the esophagus, which is known as peristaltic movement.
Now I am going to explain about the functions of stomach, liver and the pancreas. Stomach is a thick-walled bag. Its shape is like a flattened J and it is the widest part of the alimentary canal. When the food enters the stomach, the inner lining of the stomach secretes hydrochloric acid, mucus and digestive juices. Hydrochloric acid kills the bacteria present in the food and makes the medium acidic, which is favorable for the digestive juices to act. The mucus protects inner lining of stomachs from the acid. The digestive juices contain an enzyme called pepsin which breaks down the proteins in the food to polypeptides. The exit of the food from stomach is regulated by a sphincter muscle which releases it in smaller amounts. The partially digested food now enters the duodenum, which is a part of the small intestine. The food entering the duodenum is acidic and is to be made alkaline for the pancreatic juices to act. For this purpose, the bile juice produced by liver is received in the duodenum. Liver is a reddish brown gland situated in the upper part of the abdomen on the right side. It is the largest gland in the body. It secretes bile juice that is stored in a sac called gallbladder. Bile, which is a greenish yellow liquid, converts the acidic food into alkalinic food. Bile juice contains bile salts which breaks the fat present in the food into small globules, making it easier for the enzymes to act on it. After the food is treated with bile juice, now it is treated with pancreatic juice secreted by the pancreas. Pancreas is a large cream colored gland which lies parallel to and beneath the stomach. Pancreatic juices contain pancreatic enzymes like the pancreatic amylase which converts disaccharides into maltose, trypsin which converts polypeptides to monopeptides, and lipase breaks down the emulsified fats. After this, the food reaches the lower parts of the small intestine.
Now I am going to explain how food is absorbed in the small intestine. The partly digested food now reaches the lower part of the small intestine, where the intestinal juice completes the digestion of all components of food. The carbohydrates get broken into simple sugars such as glucose, fats into fatty acids, and proteins into amino acids. The digested food can now pass into the blood vessels in the wall of the intestine. This process is called absorption. The inner walls of the small intestine have thousands of finger-like outgrowths. These are called villi. The villi increase the surface area for absorption of the digested food. Each villus has a network of thin and small blood vessels close to its surface. The surface of the villi absorbs the digested food materials. The absorbed substances are transported via the blood vessels to different organs of the body where they are used to build complex substances such as the proteins required by the body. This is called assimilation. The food that remains undigested and unabsorbed enters into the large intestine.
At the first part of the large intestine, there is a small tube-like structure called the appendix. Appendix is a safe place for the good bacteria that lives in our digestive tract. Good bacteria are essential for digestion and in fighting diseases.
Now I am going to explain about the function of large intestine. The large intestine is wider and shorter than small intestine. It is about 1.5 meter in length. Its function is to absorb water and some salts from the undigested food materials. The remaining waste is passed into the rectum and remains there as semi-solid feces. The fecal matter is removed through the anus from time to time. This is called egestion.
Thank you.